Oh, why is there no sound? Jeez, people. Live Aiden Ross. AIDEN Ross. The voice. Come on, Kfdx, get with the program. Why is there no sound? This is something I expect out of News Channel 6. I don't know why everything has to be so screwy lately.
That is it. You have to close out the night, everybody, on our awesome live performances here on the Voice finale. Thank you for that accompaniment. Not a lot of time.
I'm just, yeah. 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 Well, I'm going to talk with Dr. Haney at least, so. Yeah, Dr. Haney's here, so I'll talk with Dr. Haney, and I think after our live shot, because they're going to be, I think, getting in probably, like, maybe even while we're on the live, potentially. So I don't know what the odds would be of me getting a player or a coach.
At Hickory Recovery Network, we are dedicated to being a national leader in the treatment of substance use and co-occurring mental health disorders. Our mission is to provide compassionate, structured, and evidence-based care through our expanding network. Now in Texas, Hickory Treatment Center at Longview offers a comprehensive residential treatment program designed to help individuals build a foundation for lasting recovery. If you or a loved one needs help, call Hickory's 24/7 admissions team or visit hickorytreatmentcenters.com today.
It's the ultimate hockey experience. The Allen Americans are back. Join us at the Credit Union of Texas Event Center for heart-pounding action, unforgettable moments, and a community that bleeds red, white, and blue. Bring your family and friends and enjoy amazing food, fun activities, and the thrill of live hockey. Feel the rush as the Allen Americans battle it out on the ice. Get tickets today at AllenAmericans.com and join the adventure. Allen Americans Hockey, where every game is a win.
News Nation is bringing more Americans together.
The appetite is greater than it has ever been for perspective, for understanding, and for information that they can not just trust, but use.
News Nation, news for all Americans.
Life's daily battles are not meant to be fought alone.
Cloud, you okay?
Because checking in on a friend can create a safe space. Reach out to a friend about their mental health. Seize the awkward. It's totally worth it.
From your local news authority, local, in-depth, community. You're watching Kfdx 3 News at 10. Home of Super Bowl 60 and the 2026 Winter Olympics. This Midwestern State University quest for a title is brought to you by Visiting Angels, an American National Bank and Trust.
Hello, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Carney Porter. The community is anticipating the arrival of the MSU men's soccer team tonight, who are returning home as national champions in the NCAA Division II. Aaron Gonders joins us live from DL Ligon Coliseum now. So, Aaron, has the team arrived, or are we still awaiting their return?
Yeah, Carney, so they're not quite here yet. We've had the time pushed back time and time again. It was a 9:25 when we got here, but they are literally minutes away, we've been told multiple times. But I'm here with Dr. Haney. You were up in Colorado, and also we've been following the team kind of coming in this whole night. So what's kind of, how are they getting in here tonight? It's kind of cool that this whole thing is developed the way that it has.
Absolutely. We have law enforcement from around our community providing an incredible escort, including a fire truck, to welcome home our national champions.
So you were talking to me earlier. You've been in the administration at LSU before, and you were here as a student and all that. And you have a 2019 championship ring from LSU, right? Is that what you said? But you said this one was the most important to you. Why is that?
This one is personal. This one is special. This is our team and my university. We are so thrilled to literally have a team that has created history for this university, bringing home the first team national championship. We're so proud of them.
And how excited are you that they're going to be seeing all of this lined up just for them?
Well, I just can't say enough about Julie Gaynor and the entire university community making sure that all of our Wichita Falls fans are here tonight to greet our winners.
Yeah, there's certainly a lot going on. There's music, the hot cocoa, so many kids running around too. It's a lot of people are kind of past their bedtime, but
not tonight now. We are celebrating.
It's going to be pretty cool to see this team pull up. I don't know where they are exactly right now, but what was our last update?
They'll be here, I think, probably 5 to 6 minutes. It's a little slower when you have that special escort.
Absolutely. I think we heard that they passed Memorial, but they're coming down the highway. They're going to be coming down, I believe, down this way.
That is
They're going to be coming down this way, so they'll be walking off the bus right into this sea of
with
humanity.
That national championship trophy in hand.
So what do you think their first thoughts might be when they get off that bus and see all this?
I think they will recognize the support they've had from this community the entire season, and they will want to be celebrating it with all of us.
All right. So as we're still waiting the bus and the escort to get here, but as soon as it does, we'll have more from the MSU championship celebration as we go on tonight, and we'll have stuff in the morning as well. So back to you, Carney.
Go Mustangs!
All right. Well, we're so excited to see such a large group of people of the community out there to celebrate them once they do arrive. So, Aaron, thank you so much for taking us out there tonight. And you can also check out the journey to becoming national champions over on our website. That's our full web story, too. It'll be on TexomasHomepage.com. All right, let's go ahead now and check in with meteorologist John Cameron for a look outside. How cold is it, John, for everyone who might be out there at MSU tonight?
Well, the good news is it's not nearly as cold right now as it was 24 hours ago. Also good news, typically if you drive from the Front Range of Colorado to Texoma in December, you're not always guaranteed fair weather, but that's exactly what they had, and we don't have any travel issues across the area now. You just need a jacket, maybe a light coat to get you through the next hour or so. We're going to stay way above the 20s overnight. We've got clouds, and we have a bit of a south breeze. You can see those clouds pretty easily, but they are not bringing any precipitation to the area. In fact, I have no chances for rain over at least the short term. We'll start with clouds tomorrow, but we'll see sun in the afternoon helping to drive temperatures to the 60s. Coming up later in the newscast, we'll talk about relatively warm days for the remainder of this work week and a windy finish to the week. And I'll have the latest on that. Plus, never too early to talk about the weekend. We'll do that real soon, Carney.
All right. Sounds like a plan to me. We'll see you in a few minutes, John. Thanks so much. Well, in national headlines, the shooting of a Hanukkah celebration in Australia is impacting Jewish communities across the world, including here in Texas. Among the victims, a 20-year-old College Station man whose family leads Jewish life at Texas A&M. Adam Schwager sat down with his brother as his father is traveling halfway across the world to visit him in the hospital.
A terrifying scene in Bondi Beach, Australia. Hitting home for folks 8,000 miles away in College Station.
Obviously in a bit of a state of shock.
20-year-old Label Lazaroff was one of dozens shot at a Hanukkah celebration. Label grew up in College Station, where his father Yossi had been the Aggie rabbi since 2007, and his brother Menahem just joined the Jewish Aggie staff as a rabbi and educational director.
He was one of the organizers of the menorah lighting event, and that's who he is. He was just there for a year to spread light and joy.
While Label is in critical condition, Menahem says doctors expect him to survive the shooting. Among the 15 declared dead was the Jewish leader Label was working under, Rabbi Eli Schlanger. His death hits home for Harris County Rabbi Yossi Zakalovsky, who knew Schlanger and often consults with his father-in-law.
Chabad is a global family without more than one degree of separation. If you don't know somebody personally, you know his family member.
In the aftermath, Yossi Lazaroff hopped on a plane to visit his son in Australia. During his layover in San Francisco, the rabbi still found time in the airport terminal to light the menorah for the first night of Hanukkah. Zakalovsky agrees it is important for the Jewish community to be loud and proud this Hanukkah season, especially after the shooting.
It represents the power of the Jewish spirit and the power of the soul and the power of faith, of light, of hope, of love. That's what it was then, and that's what it is today. And we're going to light our menorahs.
In Austin, I'm Adam Schwager.
The shooting also caught the attention of Texas leaders. In the aftermath, Governor Greg Abbott said, quote, "Hatred and evil will never prevail. Terrorism must be purged from every corner of the globe." Well, back here at home, as the Texas Education Agency continues to take over schools across the state, the Wichita Falls Independent School District is still awaiting its fate. This evening, during a regular session school board meeting, Superintendent Dr. Donnie Lee said the district is still playing the waiting game. Lee pointed out that in the last week, 3 districts across the state have been taken over by TEA. Lee stressed the partnership with Third Future Schools. It's not a takeover, but a solution to avoid the takeover.
We've submitted a legal argument through our legal representation that argues we've closed it and we're doing better moving forward. The commissioner said last week when I had my conversation with him, our legal argument is compelling and he needs some more time to nail the things down.
Lee says the TEA is expected to make an announcement about a takeover at the end of January or beginning of February. Well, the Winter Olympics in Italy are right around the corner, and we're going to take you there in the lead up to the games. We'll have that in a few minutes, but we might go back now, I believe, maybe to our live shot at MSU. I believe the soccer team is going to be pulling up now, and if not, we will make sure to have that for you after the break, so stay with us.
At Hickory Treatment Center at Longview, we provide compassionate, evidence-based care for substance use and co-occurring mental health disorders. We offer residential treatment to help individuals build a foundation for lasting recovery. Need help? Call Hickory's 24/7 admissions team today.
Watching Kfdx 3 News.
Well, as you can see right now, that MSU men's soccer team has made it home safely. They are getting such a warm welcome from community members. Look at them even signing autographs for the kiddos out there. That is so nice. And you can look closely in the back. You can see one of the team members holding the NCAA trophy. There it is. You can get a quick glance of it there. They are bringing it home for everyone to enjoy and to bring on that big celebration. So we're so glad they made it home safely, and want to say welcome home to all of them. Welcoming home champions.
Such a proud moment.
That
You could say that you were a member of the first team to ever win a championship for Midwestern State.
That's great. You can say I was a part of history. And what's something special?
I was talking to MJ Baird. Obviously he went up to Colorado Springs for the championship game. Obviously it was a first for MSU, but it was also a first for him being in Colorado and being in probably one of the prettiest cities in the Front Range up there in Colorado Springs. So what a memory memory made for MJ and for all of us here.
And we love seeing them make new memories too to
Love
carry
that.
on that
Yep.
celebration. And it's so sweet. I love watching them sign those autographs for all those kiddos out there.
What's interesting is when the game took place yesterday afternoon, it was 20 degrees warmer in Colorado
really?
Springs than it was here in Wichita Falls. It was almost 60 in Denver yesterday afternoon. Colorado Springs about an hour south
Right.
of Denver. Here, we were in the 30s.
Yes, it was much better playing conditions for them over there.
Much better, that's for sure. Tonight's not going to be warm, but it's definitely going to be warmer than last night with, last night we had 20s area-wide. In fact, we were in the 20s this time yesterday. Now it's going to be 40s overnight, and clouds are playing a big role in that forecast. Sometimes in the wintertime, often in the wintertime, if we have a solid deck of clouds, they can prevent these temperatures from really getting cold, and that's what we have for tonight. Not that it's going to be warm, but it's definitely going to be warmer than last night. Mid-40s to start the day tomorrow morning. Upper 30s for places like Lawton, for Duncan, 41 the morning low for Waurika, and 40 for Wichita Falls. Now, over the next 5 days, a fair amount of wind, especially Thursday, Friday. Now, if you just looked at our high forecast highs for the next 5 days, you would assume that all of this would be a south wind, but that's not the case. This prevailing weather pattern that's been with us for at least the past 10 days is sending us cold fronts on a regular basis, but the cold air, or I should say the air behind the cold fronts, is really not that cold. And some of this air is coming off of the high plains into the lower elevations of the Red River Valley and warming up a little bit by the time it gets here. So, yes, technically a cold front, but really it's just going to kick up the winds. We're not going to notice a significant difference in temperatures. Today we topped out at 57 after our coldest morning of the season with 20 degrees. In fact, 19 for Lawton to start the day. Averages are 55 and 32. We got nowhere close to our record low of 9 degrees set back in 1989. Right now, mostly cloudy skies, 40 degrees. Feels a touch cooler with the south breeze out there. Here's the cloud cover that's going to help us stay above freezing overnight. Not going to bring any rain or precipitation to the area. As the disturbance that causes the cloud cover overnight moves east, it will kick up some showers across the piney woods of Texas. We'll see sunshine tomorrow midday and into the afternoon. Then we could see a cloud cover increase as we get into morning commute time on Wednesday, maybe some fog. So we'll keep an eye out for that possibility. Overnight tonight, under mostly cloudy skies, morning lows near 40, south winds 10 to 15. South winds are going to be gusty tomorrow afternoon, combined with sunshine driving temperatures to the mid 60s. Again, south winds 10 to 20 plus miles per hour. Boy, if you like consistency in your forecast, here's a pretty good one. Mostly sunny skies all the way into the coming weekend. The final Saturday, or the last Saturday before Christmas, how about 77 degrees? Morning lows are going to be chilly, and it's possible that we could hang on to this warmth all the way to Christmas Day.
It's the ultimate hockey experience. The Allen Americans are back. Join us at the Credit Union of Texas Event Center for heart-pounding action, unforgettable moments, and a community that bleeds red, white, and...
The bravest person I know is my daughter, Cynthia.
My friend Sean, and he was in the Air Force.
One of the bravest things he ever did wasn't when he first enlisted. It was when he found his first support group.
It was when he asked to move in with me and my mom.
I felt like I was lost, and you gave me a place to stay.
She went on foreign soil. She went to war. But the bravest thing she did is when she asked for help.
Destination Italy, brought to you by Swag Boutique in Parker Square.
Milan is well known for its fashion, but it's also rich in arts and culture. Matt Barnes takes us on a journey through history and the story behind Leonardo da Vinci's masterpiece, The Last Supper.
Leonardo da Vinci's most well-known painting, the Mona Lisa, sits behind glass at the Louvre in Paris. But his other masterpiece, The Last Supper, can still be found on the wall of the refectory at the Santa Maria delle Grazie in Milan, where he painted it 5 centuries ago.
The Last Supper was painted inside the refectory because it was so common and traditional way to have decoration inside the convent and specifically inside the refectory. Usually we have in all Europe the Last Supper in one part of it, and in the other side we had the crucifixion, because it was the rule of the place, because it was a place to pray, it was a place to remind the end of the life of Christ.
Da Vinci took 4 years to complete the work commissioned by the Duke of Milan.
And to support this convent, because this convent that at that age was outside from the city walls, it was one of the most important places for all the most important people in Milan.
The painting was a departure from his previous works.
Leonardo da Vinci decided to apply in here an experimental technique. Okay, because it doesn't want to use fresco, because fresco required usually to be fast, but it would like to work really slowly, to tribute a lot of attention in the painting. Leonardo da Vinci chose the tempera grassa techniques, and the choosing of the color are very crucial in the composition of the bodies, but in the landscape itself. For example, in Christ, we have the light blue and the red. Red was the color of the earth, was the color of the planet. And let me say that it was crucial because it was a way to express that it was half inhuman and half a god.
Now here's a fun fact for you. Every year, more than 2 million people apply to visit the Last Supper, but less than half that number are granted permission. I'm sure it's a sight to see. Well, stay with us. Tobin's in next with sports.
It's the ultimate hockey experience. The Allen Americans are back. Join us at the Credit Union of Texas Event Center for heart pounding.
Being a national leader in the treatment of substance use and co-occurring mental health disorders. Our mission is to provide compassionate, structured, and evidence-based care through our expanding network. Now in Texas, Hickory Treatment Center at Longview offers a comprehensive residential treatment program designed to help individuals build a foundation for lasting recovery. If you or a loved one needs help, call Hickory's 24/7 admissions team or visit hickorytreatmentcenters.com today.
It's the ultimate hockey experience. The Allen Americans are back. Join us at the Credit Union of Texas Event Center for heart-pounding action, unforgettable moments, and a community that bleeds red, white, and blue. Bring your family and friends and enjoy amazing food, fun activities, and the thrill of live hockey. Feel the rush as the Allen Americans battle it out on the ice. Get tickets today at AllenAmericans.com and join the adventure. Allen Americans Hockey, where every game is a win.
Best Reviews is an unbiased team that researches products in real-world situations to give reliable recommendations on just about everything.
Call that a plasma sword?
For the best reviews, go to bestreviews.com. Seriously, before you buy anything, ever.
Elmer loves to giggle. Elmer's mommy told him that laughing can help when you have a big feeling, like when you feel happy. Make sure to celebrate when you're happy and laugh it out. Love your mind.
My opponent is completely disregarding almost half of my arguments which I responded to.
Communities must step up
Laws
to
alone
protest
cannot
against this
stop the
normalization.
bullying.
Well, I completely disagree.
Point of inquiry, do you guys even realize that the #1 killer of children and teens are gun injuries?
You're probably starting to realize now, this is not a debate.
There is no adult in this earth that wants children to die.
I worry for my kids.
Now, sports with Tobin McDuff from the OSTC Sports Desk, your complete orthopedic team.
After 6 months without a full-time athletic director, Wichita Falls has found its guy. Devin Doris, approved as the new WFISD AD at the school board meeting tonight. A native of Azle who spent over 2 decades coaching at his alma mater, including the last 16 years as the head coach of the Hornets. Doris is ready to make the jump to athletics administration, and he's familiar with the district.
Well, I've competed against them when I was young many years ago, and I've competed against them as a coach for many years. And I know that they have a really strong tradition and storied tradition in athletics. And even though it's 2 new schools, it's still the same WFISD athletic department, and I can't wait to be a part of something that has that kind of tradition.
How about some high school basketball tonight? Wichita Christian taking on Christ Academy. The Lady Stars ranked 8th in the state, but it was Christ Academy getting the job done early. Lily Gunter drives and scores. Tie game early. Trinity Cheatham drives, gets the floater to go. Christ Academy taking a 2-point lead. The inbounds underneath, Breeley Lane to Flo Ohano, and Christ Academy now has a 4-point lead. Let's fast forward to the 4th quarter of this game. Ohano gets the home court bounce on a runner in the lane. Christ Academy down 1 late in the game. 9 seconds to go. Kiara Jordan gathers the loose ball, drops the 3 ball to take a 40-38 lead. But with 2 seconds left at the other end, the Lady Stars pushing it up to our athlete of the week, Ellie Patterson, ties the game up at 40, and we are going to overtime. Now, in OT, Breeley Lane had hurt her ankle earlier in the game, hits the 3-pointer here. Christ Academy takes the lead, but she re-injures the ankle, leaves the game. Only 4 on the floor for Wichita Christian. Or for Christ Academy, I should say, and Wichita Christian takes advantage of it. Macy McCabe able to get the 3 points the old-fashioned way, 2 points and the free throw. Lady Stars score the last 9 points of the game, and Wichita Christian gets the win over Christ Academy, 51-43. And then the boys, that's a hard act to follow with that one. In the first quarter, Jordan Kramer-Smith, top of the key, gets the 3 to go. Now, he was dishing out the assists in this game, finished with 14, but he hits that triple. Here he gets credit for the assist as Gavin Southern hits the mid-range jumper for 2 of his 13 points. The Warriors extending their lead to 9. Smith dialing long distance once again, this time from the wing. And Christ Academy pulls away for the win by the final of 60-38.
This Silver Star Nation report on KFDX is sponsored locally by Metal Marks.
With the Cowboys losing to the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday night, dropping their record to 6-7-1, they find themselves on the precipice of mathematically being eliminated from the playoffs. That would occur with 1 more Cowboys loss or 1 more Eagles victory. So the question to Cowboys head coach Brian Schottenheimer at this time is, are you still trying to win games, or are you preparing to play young guys for the future?
All about winning. It's always going to be all about winning, whether we're, sitting at, undefeated or wherever we are today. It's always going to be about winning because, again, our mantra and central theme of the program is compete every day, and kind of talk to the guys about that a little bit today, and we're not going to blink. We're not going to change who we are. We understand, where we sit, but we got a really good opportunity to play a really good football team this week in I want to say San Diego, but I won't, with the Chargers.
And here's another motivating factor for the Cowboys to continue to win. If they lose 2 more games and finish with a losing season, it would be the 2nd year in a row they've had back-to-back losing season. That hasn't occurred to them since the 2000 through 2000 seasons when they finished each one 5-11. For the Silver Star Nation, I'm Mickey Spagnola here at the Star.
Cowboys hosting the Chargers at AT&T Stadium on Sunday, 12 o'clock noon kickoff. That will do it for our look at sports. We'll see you back here after the break.
At Hickory Recovery Network, we are dedicated to being a national leader in the treatment of substance use and co-occurring mental health disorders. Our mission is
damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping. Got a few minutes? You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
You deserve a news network that roots for America. News Nation is bringing more Americans together with facts, balance, and respect for all of us. See why America's fastest growing cable network is News Nation.
All right, this morning we dropped to the 20s for morning lows. Enough of that. How about 40s? Start the day tomorrow morning. That's a little bit better. Clouds in the morning, sunshine in the afternoon, and our first of what will be consecutive 60-degree days. Boy, no complaints in the 7-day forecast. In fact, the final weekend before Christmas. How about highs in the 60s and 70s?
I'm wondering how Tobin feels about
I think this is perfect weather. This
you
is,
do?
This is beautiful.
I thought you'd be like, give me those freezing temperatures. I'm from Michigan.
This forecast is brilliant. John, you've done a great job.
Well, thank you. I always try my best every day.
Yes, we're going to send our regards to Mother Earth regarding your work.
Well, thank you very much.
Of course. Well, thank you so much for those wonderful temps, and thank you all so much for joining us. Have a great night. We'll see you back here tomorrow night at 10.
But you said this one was the most important to you. Why is that?
This one is personal. This one is special. This is our team and my university. We are so thrilled to literally have a team that has created history for this university, bringing home the first team national championship. We're so proud of them.
And how excited are you that they're going to be seeing all of this lined up just for them?
Well, I just can't say enough about Julie Gaynor and the entire university community making sure that all of our Wichita Falls fans are here tonight to greet our winners.
Yeah, there's certainly a lot going on. There's music, the hot cocoa, so many kids running around too. It's a lot of people are kind of past their bedtime, but
not tonight now. We are celebrating.
It's going to be pretty cool to see this team pull up. I don't know where they are exactly right now, but what was our last update?
They'll be here, I think, probably 5 to 6 minutes. It's a little slower when you have that special escort.
Absolutely. I think we heard that they passed Memorial, but they're coming down the highway. They're going to be coming down, I believe, down this way.
That is
They're going to be coming down this way, so they'll be walking off the bus right into this sea of humanity.
With that national championship trophy in hand.
So what do you think their first thoughts might be when they get off that bus and see all this?
I think they will recognize the support they've had from this community the entire season, and they will want to be celebrating it with all of us.
All right. So as we're still waiting the bus and the escort to get here, but as soon as it does, we'll have more from the MSU championship celebration as we go on tonight, and we'll have stuff in the morning as well. So back to you, Carney.
Go Mustangs!
All right. Well, we're so excited to see such a large group of people of the community out there to celebrate them once they do arrive. So, Aaron, thank you so much for taking us out there tonight. And you can also check out the journey to becoming national champions over on our website. That's our full web story, too. It'll be on TexomasHomepage.com. All right, let's go ahead now and check in with meteorologist John Cameron for a look outside. How cold is it, John, for everyone who might be out there at MSU tonight?
Well, the good news is it's not nearly as cold right now as it was 24 hours ago. Also good news, typically if you drive from the Front Range of Colorado to Texoma in December, you're not always guaranteed fair weather, but that's exactly what they had, and we don't have any travel issues across the area now. You just need a jacket, maybe a light coat.